dead inside their home on Tuesday. That prompted police to launch a murder investigation in Peachtree City.
In just under an hour, we're going to get an update on that investigation. Atlanta News First's Bridget Spencer is live from Peachtree City Police Headquarters. Bridget, do police have any suspects yet?
Well, police haven't named anybody just yet, but that all could change when we hear from them in just under an hour. And of course, this murder has shaken up a lot of people here in this community. Now, this all started on Tuesday morning. Police say they got a call from a mother at about 6:30 on Tuesday after she found her 15-year-old daughter dead inside of their apartment. That was at the Greens at Braylon here in Peachtree City. They said she had a head injury, but they did not elaborate on how she was killed. We're waiting to learn her cause of death, but they do believe she was murdered. And police say there was a third person actually inside of the apartment unit when they arrived yesterday, but they didn't elaborate on who that person might be. So the investigation, of course, has left neighbors and even police shaken up. Assistant Chief Matt Myers says it's not often that you hear about these kinds of violent crimes here in Peachtree City. In fact, he says violent crime is relatively low. So in just a few moments, in under an hour, we're going to be getting an update from Peachtree City Police. They say they have been working some leads. We haven't heard about an arrest being made yet. Of course, stick with Atlanta News First, and we're going to update you on this case in just under an hour. In Peachtree City, Bridget Spencer, Atlanta News First.
Bridget, thanks. Yes.